Let's dive right into this explainer. If you're stepping into the world of data science, you've definitely hit the ultimate crossroads, R or Python. Now, usually when you ask someone which language to learn, you get a lot of fence sitting. Well, it depends. Not today. I'm going to step in as your mentor and give you the definitive guide to navigating this choice so you can maximize your learning and your career growth right out of the gate. We're going to break this down logically.
So let's kick things off with a rapid-fire assessment to find your perfect match. First question from your mentor. What's your actual programming background? Have you been coding for years, or is the command line literally a foreign language to you?
The answer here is actually totally counterintuitive. If you have zero programming experience, or on the flip side, you have an absolute ton of it, you should actually start with R. I know, it sounds crazy, right? But novices can run data tasks in R within minutes using built-in code. Meanwhile, if you fall somewhere right in the middle, say you know a little bit of C++ or Java, Python is your perfect starting point. Its highly readable syntax makes it a total breeze to pick up if you already grasp basic programming logic.
Okay, next question on our mentor decision tree. Ask yourself, what's the end goal for your data? Are you completely obsessed with making your data look beautiful? Like, do you need to present stunning, publication-ready graphics to your boss or stakeholders?
Well, if the answer is yes, then absolutely go with R. We'll get into the nuts and bolts of those sweet graphics a bit later, but if visual storytelling is your top priority right away, R literally has an undeniable edge.
All right, third question. What's the actual fundamental problem you're trying to solve day to day? Are you trying to predict the future, or are you trying to deeply understand the past?
What's fascinating here is how this splits the entire data science field right down the middle based on your goals. If your focus is heavy machine learning stuff, like building a cutting-edge facial recognition app, you definitely want to grab Python. But if you're diving deep into statistical learning, say performing complex customer behavior analysis, R is absolutely your best bet. Because, it was built by statisticians for statisticians.
And that brings us to the final and, honestly, most practical question. When students ask me what language guarantees the best career growth, I always tell them, look around the room. What do most of your colleagues or the people at your dream company actually use? Honestly, just use what they use. If your whole team is already knee-deep in Python scripts, don't be the lone wolf trying to force R into the pipeline. Matching your team's stack is by far the fastest way to integrate, contribute, and grow your career. It feels good to get that practical reality check off my chest.
So, now that you have your quick assessment out of the way, let's look under the hood. We'll start with Python. Released way back in 1989, it's a general-purpose, object-oriented programming language. What's totally amazing is its staying power. It is massively popular today, sitting right behind legacy giants like Java and C, and the community energy around it is just incredible.
The absolute crucial point about Python's design is its emphasis on code readability, specifically through its oh-so-generous use of whitespace. Because it isn't bogged down by endless brackets and messy formatting, it's highly readable. And that's exactly why it's considered such an incredible multi-purpose language, serving as a really welcoming gateway for beginners and intermediates alike.
And this brilliantly illustrates Python's awesome toolkit for data science. You've got Pandas for data manipulation, TensorFlow for deep learning, and Jupyter Notebooks as your primary workspace. And of course, there's NumPy, used for large dimensional arrays. Fun fact from our source, by the way, NumPy is sometimes jokingly mispronounced as numpty, which is actually British slang for an idiot. But trust me, you are definitely no numpty for using it. It is an absolute powerhouse for math operations.
All right, now let's compare that to R. Developed just a bit later in 1992, R wasn't built to be a general-purpose language like Python. Nope, it was built specifically by statisticians, exclusively for deep analytical tasks and data visualization. It has a very singular, laser-focused purpose. And because of that intense focus, R boasts a really rich, dedicated ecosystem. Instead of Jupyter, you're generally going to use RStudio as your home base. And instead of Python's pip installs, you get access to an incredible network called CRAN. CRAN provides thousands of specialized packages that let you cleanse data, run super complex probability models, and generate really elegant reports. So looking at the raw learning curve for your journey, Python offers an easy, steady syntax that makes building intermediate skills pretty smooth. R, like we talked about, gives absolute novices a quick start for basic analysis. But, and this is a big but, its advanced functionality makes true expertise quite difficult to develop. the ceiling for mastery in R is astronomically high because those statistical models get so deeply complex. Section 3, the data workflow battle. So let's look at stage 1, data collection, getting your hands on the actual information. Python is an absolute beast here for web formats. It loves pulling in web source JSON and just chewing through massive CSV files. R, on the other hand, is perfectly designed for the traditional analyst. If your data lives in trusty old Excel spreadsheets or text files, R imports them flawlessly. Moving to stage 2, exploration and modeling. For exploration, Python's pandas library is basically magic. You can rapidly filter, sort, and display massive datasets in literal seconds. But when we get to modeling, R shines natively. It handles probability distributions and core stats models beautifully right out of the box. Whereas with Python, you're going to need to lean heavily on outside libraries to do that same heavy lifting. And for the final stage, visualization, we have a clear, undisputed winner. And that is R. R easily takes the crown with its base graphics module and its a legendary package called ggplot2. Seriously, if you need to create advanced, multi-layered scatter plots with regression lines that look absolutely gorgeous, R is the tool you want in your hands. But hey, here is the real secret, the ultimate piece of mentor advice for your career growth. We've spent this whole explainer pitting them against each other, but the plot twist is, why not just use both? Increasingly, top-tier organizations aren't picking just one. The most valuable data scientists out there are the ones who are completely bilingual. In fact, if you want to know the ideal sequence for learning these languages to build a truly mature workflow, this is it. Learn R first to conduct your early-stage data analysis and visual exploration. Figure out exactly what the data is telling you. Then, switch over and learn Python to actually build the application, integrate it with the web, and ship that final data product. It's the ultimate 1-2 punch. The ultimate goal is to become bilingual in both, but the power to take that very first step is in your hands right now. Based on your background, your visual needs, and your team, which language are you going to conquer first? And more importantly, when the data science landscape inevitably shifts again tomorrow, will you be adaptable enough to learn both?